This video describes the changes and improvements made to Plutarch as part of the first Treasury milestone. Specifically, we have made the following changes. That Plutarch itself now supports the arrays as described by SIP 138 using a new PArray data type. There are also wrappers for the SIP 138 array functions, specifically length, indexing, and conversion from lists. We have also bumped the dependencies, the Plutus dependencies, including plutus-core, to version 151.00, which allowed these changes to be done. Lastly, we have also added support for Plutarch testlib via Nix, which was not possible previously. For Plutarch Ledger API, we have removed the mret new type as it was no longer being used for anything. And also we have reintroduced a set of PTryFrom instances that were needed for several downstream dependencies that had been removed previously. Plutarch Orphanage has also changed in that we now have added an arbitrary instance for the mint value type introduced in the most recent version of plutus-ledger-api. And additionally, we have modified the TX info generators and shrinkers to make use of it. We have also removed our own version of mint value, which acted as a generator modifier, as it was no longer necessary, although its logic was translated into the arbitrary instance for mint value from plutus-ledger-api. This video is a description of the changes made to the Plutarch Orphanage library. Firstly, we have removed the plutus-ledger-api .orphans.value module, which contained the mint value modifier that we provided previously. Instead, we now have an instance for the plutus-ledger-api mint value of arbitrary, reusing the same logic that had previously been used in the modifier. In this video, we describe the changes to the Plutarch Ledger-api sublibrary. Firstly, plutarch.ledger-api.utils no longer contains or exports the mret new type. Secondly, we have added PTryFrom instances for various ledger types. This shows the instance for ptx-out in the v1 API, although there are others both with it, but for types and across the v2 and v3 APIs as well. These instances are functionality that has been restored from previous versions that had been removed in the latest release. We describe in this video the changes made to Plutarch specifically, rather than Plutarch Ledger-api or the Orphanage. So firstly, the plutus-core bump dependency can be seen here, and additionally in the cabal.project file, which indicates that the index state in use is the one from July this year. Additionally, we have a new module, plutarch.builtin.array, which contains a data type corresponding to Plutus built-in arrays, as well as wrappers for length of array, list to array, and index array.